lovely. So welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? Hope you're doing great. Thank you very much for joining me on today's video. Is this your first time of joining us here? You're welcome. I appreciate you. I'm so glad to have you here. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. If you want to really know what we do, that we push you forward to subscribe, just go and check further on what we do. And when you're subscribing, please don't forget to hit on the bell. That bell shows that we already have new videos to remind you of our new videos. To my returning subscribers, thank you very much. Thank you for the beautiful work you're doing. And at the same time, like our videos, please. It's so important that you like our videos and share. Okay, share to people so that they can join us here in this family. So today we have a beautiful video that you really love, and it's all about marriage. All right, so let's just get back to what we'll be having today.
I'm just gonna say.
By. So today we're going to be talking about the topic of this video. I talked about marriage, okay, because we do a whole lot about marriage here, motherhood and those stuff. So today we're going to be talking about a topic, somehow a question I'm going to be throwing out there, and I really want to hear your feedback or your response on the comment section. All right, and that title that I'm going to be pushing out to this episode on today's video is: in your next world, will you love to marry the same husband? In your next world, will you marry your husband? And this question was thrown somewhere on social media, yes, on Facebook, and I just had to, because it really got my my attention when I saw that post. In your next world, will you still marry will you still get married to your same husband? And in fact, people like women, they were not withdrawing back to give their real response. Like, there's some people that are like, no, I don't want to disclose myself, I don't want to expose myself, please let me just pass. Okay, that kind of question. If it's me, I'm going to pass, because you don't know what you're going to answer. Because even when I went to the comment section of that very post, I checked it out, and people were, giving, like I said, they are just giving their real response. Like, it is a situation that it will come, okay, like it will just be on your neck, like you can't hold it anymore. Like many of our women, they can't hide their feeling anymore. Many of the women were just voicing out, like, they don't care whoever this day. Because even it's a part of that post, somebody just made also a post that followed what a woman posted, because what she responded was no, that she can't get married to the same husband in the next world. And some other people were just saying the same thing. Like most of the response were just like no. Some other people just saying in my next world I'll be a celibate. Why does some other women, they were saying in the next world they want to be a man, not a woman. That really shows to you that in fact they can't even hold it anymore. Like they're just there, they don't care. All right, they are just versing spirit. Like they are not happy. Women are not happy in their marriages. I know the whole lot of us, we just try to patch up, try to keep up, try to cover up. Like we always hear people say on social media, they don't want to disclose their real, they don't want to represent themselves like who they are. They just try to hide some things you might not know. Why some people, they follow the social media posts and they're like, oh, you're not like this, you're talking to your spouse, you're not like this, look at what somebody's doing out there. Like we already heard that people are not real. These social media posts are not real, right? So the comment that somebody made after that was, what about if somebody now screenshots what's your comment on that post and now go and send it to your husband, or now go and send it to somebody that knows you? How would they react when they see that? That means it's a big problem for you. Like the girl just replied and say, do I care? I don't give a care of the world. That is what she replied. All right, she said she doesn't even care. Like she doesn't care, she doesn't give a care of the world. Even if somebody goes and screenshot her post, like this is it, what's all about that? No. So I'm here to ask a question, really, true, even before I went for that discussion on what we are discussing today. If it were you, will you love to marry your same husband in your next world? I will answer that question with a reason. The reason is that in marriage, first of all, before I give my own answer, because even when that person that really made that post, some people were not saying, Madam, you that asked this same question, why don't you reply? You just need your response first before we know what to say. And the lady didn't even respond. She just want to know people's reaction. And really, the post that she made really gave the reaction that She never expected that. Like people just, like I told you, people are versed in spirit. Women are versed in spirit. I mean, they don't care whoever is listening. Okay. So like I said, I will respond on my own if I'm being asked that question. If I will marry my same husband in my next world, one, I'll have to give an explanation according to what the Bible said. If you've not listened or you've not seen that part of that scripture in the book of 1 Corinthians 7, I want you to go further and check out that scripture. It tells us in marriage there will definitely be, there will definitely be problem in marriage. Like there will be challenge. If you are conversant with your scripture, you are being told that in this world you will definitely have challenge. In this world there are tribulation, but the Bible assures us, the word of God assures us, God assures us that cheer up, even in the midst of this challenge that comes to you, cheer up that you already overcome the world. Like, because when God tells us things, it tells us things are ahead, okay, that is perfect. Because everything about God is perfect. It doesn't see anything that is not right. It sees everything is just right in His sight. That's why it's God. Okay, on our perspective, the way we look at things, we don't look at things as per God. We look at things at the present. That's why faith is involved. So I want you to go to that scripture, that part of the scripture. I want you to read it from the beginning to the down part, like to end, and listen to what Paul said. I know, like I said, some of us have come across that very part of the scripture where Paul said that he will advise people not to marry. Why? Because in marriage you will definitely be having one or two challenges. Okay, just know it. This is based on the fact. And some of us already understand that in marriage or any other thing about life, you will definitely have some challenges. So that is why I have to advise. If you're asking me now that kind of question, I will tell you I will do. You know why I have to say that? Is because I know it's not easy. Like if you ask me, like in my heart, I will pour a whole lot of things to you and tell you reasons why I will not want to marry my same husband in my next world. Know this, that not only in marriage, every other thing about this world, there are a whole lot of challenges in them. So it's not only about marriage, because if you want to start counting about the things that are happening in marriage, in fact this video will just make it so long. All right, so if you ask me, I will tell you yes. But what matters most is, please, if it's according to the will of God, that never assures you that there will not be problem, because it's God's will. Because it's God's will, like we usually hear in marriage, everything is not sweet by and by. There will definitely, it's not a bed of roses. You definitely have a whole lot of challenge, not only in marriage, like I said. All right, so anything at all, even if at all it's the perfect marriage that you see, like you see, it's not the one we saw on social media. If you ask them, they will definitely have one or two arguments and tell you that this is what somebody have done, this is what the guy have done, this is what the man have done, this is what the spouse have done. So just know this. If it's what God has assigned, that two of you are meant to be, like you are convinced in your heart that this man you're married to is God that brought him, that never assures you that there will not be trials, there will not be temptations, there will not be tribulations in that marriage. Like you already heard, like I said, marriage is not a bed of roses. It depends on how you make it to be. I know there's a whole lot of men that you can't please. Even if at all you have a whole lot of things in stock just to make them feel happy. They will definitely do one of those things that will make you feel sad. So it all depends on you. We usually hear this: don't wait for somebody to make you happy. This time around, don't wait for your spouse or the man you're married to make you happy. Make yourself happy. What you should do for you on your own part is just let everything just be in provision, like improvise, like everything is a supply. You have everything there. By God's grace, you have kids. By God's grace, the things of this world, you might be thinking to make you happy. When you have them, you still be planning to acquire more. All right. So if you have these things, you have good health, why won't you be happy? You not be depending on a man to make you happy. Make yourself happy. That's why I said improvise. Like if you have everything in supply, like you can go out, take care of yourself. You can go have fun. Go out and have fun. So when it seems like the man is just getting on your nerve, because this time around this video is all about women, because of the post I saw, like I told you, I'm saying this in reference to what I saw. So I'm just putting out this to advise our women out there that really they can't have it anymore. Like it's just choking them, as if it's possible that this marriage stuff can just be eradicated. Like just cancel anything that has to do with marriage in this world. They will love it. But like how society have put it, that if you don't get married, just like you've not acquired things, like you've not achieved anything, you just like you admire that one day you want to be married. You admire that one day, because one day, even if at all you're telling yourself that you don't want to settle down, you don't want to marry, one of the things to just make you see one kid like that, very beautiful and pretty, like, oh my god, it's like I'm going to change my mind to get married. Or maybe you just see beautiful couple that just they're having fun, like what you really anticipated that marriage is going to be, because you saw your parents, because they were not living fine, there was no happiness, like how you grew up, your own, how your upbringing, it wasn't good, it wasn't fun when your dad and your mom were together. Because of that, this desire to get married or to marry one day is not your heart. Then tomorrow you just change your mind, just see lovely couple and you're like, oh my god, is this how marriage is? That is how it is. So something can just definitely happen. That's what I mean. All right, so don't give yourself a reason to say, if that man doesn't hit you, if that man doesn't respect you. What I mean by respect, definitely men are men. There was one seminar I was speaking, I was telling people that just stay in your lane. That's what I mean, like stay in your lane. Your lane is that you're a woman. Bible said a woman should respect the husband, but first of all, a man should love the. So this argument is all about who starts first. But how the Bible wrote it is that, I'm talking about Bible. I'm not saying I'm here to side any, because I'm a woman, I'm siding women. Bible said a man should love the wife. So if you're a man and you're listening to me, I'm sure you're not happy with this response. This post that was made, just a tempting post. Let's just see how people will react the way you treat our women. Please try, as I know, but just that's why I always tell women, if you want to marry, try as much as you can to be patient. Don't be in a hurry. Why? Because you want to be married, you want to get married. Don't be in a hurry to just rush to marriage. Age, we're looking at age. Age is not what people like God look at. Even if you're married at the age of 32, you have just a kid or 2 kids, just get on with your life. What matters more, just have good health. You have fulfilled marriage, you have children. So what's this rush of getting married? Okay, so I'm going to be advising our women out there that the people that you see, like you just really thinking that you're tired. If your husband doesn't hit you, doesn't, like, what I mean by that, a point where it becomes so a disaster to you, and it's going to become so risky to your life, I would advise that you just ask God to give you the grace. Tomorrow, if you see another one that you just change your mind and you want to marry to tomorrow, it doesn't give you a prerequisite that one will be the best. That one will definitely have 1 or 2 faults that you will still be falling on, and you'll be telling yourself, no, I know I would have stayed with the first. So getting another man to be married to, another woman to be married to, doesn't guarantee that you're going to be having beautiful marriage or all of those stuff. I know that the people that are listening to me on what I'm treating today, it sounds so strange to them, because in their own marriage, it's just a loving, beautiful marriage they're having, like, it's just beautiful. That is what their marriage is. So hearing this just looks so strange to them. All right, so but please, in marriage you definitely have 1 or 2 people, like 2 of you will definitely offend each other. So don't wait for your husband to make you happy, don't wait for your wife to make you happy. Just make yourself happy, do the right thing, stay in your lane. Like I said, if you're a woman, respect your husband. But first of all, Bible said man should love their wife. So man, love your wife. If you know what is not right, you have conscience, do it. Because when I saw this post, I was like almost 100% of the people that saw that post, under the comment section, they're just like, no, please, when that time comes. So people can't even give a straight answer. They're just trying to just roam around, like dance around the bush. Giving straight answer was difficult. Why? Because they already know what they have to say when ask them that question. So this is just how I'm going to end it today. If you're a man out there, this is like you're just hearing this, please try as much as you can to love your wife. It's true that made up your mind to say you want to marry this woman. I know that devils out there, in fact, it's just roaming around looking for marriages to break. So don't fall a victim to the devil. Okay, give yourself that feed yourself with the word, and don't give that opportunity for the devil to destroy your home. Okay, and you're thinking of another woman that you marry, another woman is not guaranteed that you have a happy home at the end of the day. So if you're a woman out there, make yourself happy. If it doesn't hit you, doesn't beat you, it gets to their head, just give them space. That's just what I'm going to leave here. So I hope you enjoyed it today. I never wanted to make this video long, but I said no, I just need to drop this today. So just leave everything in the comment section. If it's you and you're married, if you're being asked in your next one, are you going to still get married to the same husband you're married to? So that's the answer I'm going to throw out to you all. I just need every comment there. I just want you to bless my comment section and love this video, like this video, please. If you're a woman out there and you're married, like this if they're asking this question, okay, what do you say? So I just need to hear from you guys. So thank you very much, and like this video, And those that have not yet subscribed, you're just watching my video, you enjoy it and you don't want to subscribe as you're leaving, please, this time around, don't drop out, subscribe, share, right? So thank you very much. We're gonna meet on the next one. See you. Bye.